Shalom, call Yahba Shem Shah. Shalom to the left. Now this video I'm gonna try to make it a little quick and just get a few points. Now, I seen this the other day too. Before I was going to work. Let me go back to this other video. Now recently you had this guy, they call him the Jesus of Serbia or Siberia, if I ain't mistaken. They say he was busted with guns, money, and sex toys. Now, first of all, if these people really read the scriptures, it'll let you know that it lets you know right in the beginning of your book, especially if you got the King James Version that is translated from original tongues. So then you will have to question, well, if it was translated from original tongues, what was the tongues they were speaking? They were speaking in Hebrew, Abar. And knowing that, then you have to question, okay, they were speaking in Abar. What was their names? Like, what was they actually calling each other? Were they using these type of letters, or were they using those type of letters? Let me go on some more real quick. Let me just play while I'm bringing this up. Like the scripture says, it says, if this be of man, but let me pull that. If this be of man, it should come to naught. Whatever it be of the Most High, it should stand. I'm gonna do a little quicker search of that real quick. Like I said, I don't mean to so long. To the book of Acts. Let me go down. Which this is another reason why they didn't want nobody teaching in the name of Yahweh Shah. That's the name they were teaching in the book of Acts. It's in the book of Acts, chapter 5, and verse 30. I'm sorry, verse 37. It says, after this man rose up, Judas of Galilee, in the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him, he also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of man, it will come to naught. Like you see this right here. Shit, fucking hilarious, And people really believe this, man, because they don't read, man. The scriptures clearly tell you that Yahweh Shah gonna come back with power and great glory. He ain't gonna be walking around. Come back in power and great glory, so he can send the angels out to deliver the elect, and simultaneously gives revenge back, mainly on them that pierced him, and these other heathens too, simultaneously. Because the people that actually pierced him them thousands of years ago, they back today. They one of your top generals or airmen or whatever it is in some type of military branch. They gonna see them too. It says, I'm going to read it one more time. It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh, you cannot overthrow it, lest haply you be found even to fight against the Most High. And can't nobody fight against the Most High. How you going to fight who created fighting? It don't work. And see, back then, they was stoning and locking people up. Just for this, exactly what I'm doing right now. Oh, and they're gonna do it again though. It's just a matter of time. Cause once they realize how many people are gonna actually take heed, cause they ain't really popped off on the magnitude to where it's really gonna ruffle their feathers all the way, so to speak. Cause people they know about Israel, but you don't really have people carrying themselves like Israel. Cause you have a lot of people go, oh yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, but they're not actually practicing keeping the commandments and stuff like that. When they actually really start doing that, that stuff really gonna speed up even more than a lot of stuff that Esau trying to push out and make people do. They ain't gonna be with it because they're gonna be like, hold on, this is against what the commandments say. Then they gonna look and be like, okay, who been teaching these commandments? Who been going into this stuff? And they already mainly know who's doing that shit anyway. So let me go back to this other scripture real quick. It's the book of Matthew chapter 24. I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. This guy definitely was a false prophet. You know he wasn't going into prophecy out there in damn Siberia, up in the mountains and shit. What they say he was caught with? Let me run this back. Ain't no prophet got no damn sex toys. They say he caught this man with fucking damn sex toys and guns and shit like that. Now, before niggas get ignorant and be like, oh well, prophets did have weapons. You're right, they did, because they was in certain environments, like Peter, for instance. Peter had a weapon, and at a point in time, he used it when he wasn't supposed to use it. That's why Yahweh told him, those who live by the sword shall perish by it. So, yeah, you gotta defend yourself. These demons out here, they be bugged out, and ultimately, if you can maneuver through the spirit, you don't necessarily need no weapons really like that anyway. But overall, though, this guy was a false prophet. He led a lot of people astray. Had them living out in the wilderness, wherever they was at, on some type of compound. And they just going through some of the stuff they found in his area. But he was professing himself to be Yahweh Shai. Well, Jesus. Jesus. Sweet Jesus. He got his books out there. There's little Cesare Borgia look. And the Most High brought that shit to naught. Let me go back up. It's in verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Which, this video right here, this is how I was going to start it off. But what I really want to get into, let me go back, is this video right here I happen to see. Because a lot of people really lose hope when they see stuff like this. Now you got them people, they all dazed and confused. They're going to be like, well, dang, if this wasn't him, then who is it? Who could it be?
"31-year-old Jamel Dunn of Cocoa, Florida, left his home on July 9, 2017, after getting in an argument with a family member. 10 minutes later, he was spotted drowning at Bracco Pond Park. It's not certain why Dunn decided to enter the pond fully clothed, but reports say he had a disability in one of his legs after suffering a gunshot wound in the past. As the father of two cried out for help, a group of nearby teenagers, ranging from the ages of 14 to 18, decided to record Dunn's drowning on one of their cell phones as they mocked and laughed at him.
And that's what you see going on a lot today. Like a lot of people, they don't really care about you like that. If you got some sincere people that care about you like that, that you know truly value you, anyway, you better hold them close, because like this scripture right here says, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Ain't really no love like that, man. Motherfuckers say they love you a million times. If their actions don't add up, they lying.
While smoking marijuana on the bank of the pond.
Yeah, he just got in. He started swimming.
You a fucking junkie. Get out the water, you gon' die. Look at that gator coming towards you, man.
Buddy.
You not finna help your ass? Shouldn't have got in.
Better drown you with that, man.
Ain't nobody somebody finna help you, you jump in. You shouldn't have got in there. Dumbass. Yeah, buddy off that 40. Hell yeah, Brian, he's off the 40. Yeah, where he at? Hey, buddy off that 85. What made him, buddy got in with all his clothes on? He keep putting his head under, buddy. Wow. Am I seeing shit? What? Reference, bro. Something killing him, bro. Like the dog finna stick right here. Yep. Yeah, loud, good. Bro, you scared to see a dead person? Nah, I ain't scared to see no dead person. Y'all don't understand. That bitch shit never got in there. Oh, he just died. Bro, what, bro? Oh, hey, bro. You laugh. Y'all laughing. Y'all finna get I can't say it, buddy. He's dead.
And see, hey, a lot more situations like that gonna be happening too. Cause a lot of people there like to record shit, put it on World Star or Instagram or Facebook Live, whatever. Now, let me see what other precept I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna end this off. Like I said, I ain't wanna make this that long. Alright, I'll make this off for this last precept. Simultaneously while this is going on, a lot of people gonna get judged and jacked up like this. And this was his judgment. Whatever he did, that's between him and the Most High. That's his judgment like that. And it just so happened he had some little young boys that found it amusing. And them young boys laughing, hey, if they ain't part of the elect, they gonna get jacked up probably worse than that. But this scripture right here says in the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 13, it says, but the one who perseveres to the end will be saved. And that's mainly the mind frame you have to be in. Pushing out his word like that. Edifying, helping enlighten people. Because, like, how I came into this, I actually learned from somebody else, and then I heard them scoffing about the elders. I'm like, damn, why they scoffing about the elders? The same men that they learned from. Like, how you gonna scoff about the elders? And I'm sure some of you brothers, you probably ran the streets or did certain stuff. Now, street-wise, if you hear somebody talking shit about somebody, more than likely they fucking lying. And they just mad because they in their feelings about something or whatever. And sometimes it be true, but majority of the time, it's a fucking lie. So you have to investigate and see what's up. So me, keeping a piece of that little mentality and thinking about it from that aspect, I was like, man, let me see what's going on for real. Let me do my homework. I did my homework, and that's basically what it was. They was mad because they wanted to be top. And they wanted that ranking, which, hey, the Most High wants you to be a leader of Israel. He'll put you in that spot. And that's a high office, because think about it. You got all these men that come to you for questions and edification and information. You got to carry yourself a certain way. Not just beyond the videos. I won't say just bump the videos. But beyond the videos you post up. Because anybody can sit here and make a video, but how you carry yourself in your day-to-day life? When people see you out in public or whatever. That you're really walking that. So you have people that be envious though, because you have men that actually have them type of positions and have that type of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and they want that. So what they do, they get mad, get in their feelings, and spread lies. So that's basically how I found out about that. So you don't become those type of men. Persevere to the end, keep pushing. Because if you part of the elect, me personally, if I was the actual 144,000 member, the last member, I'd be happy as long as I'm part of the elect. I ain't got to be the first one. It says in the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 19, it says, by your patience and endurance, you will gain your souls. So you got to be patient with this thing. You can't be trying to force your way to a certain area or whatever. So, what was on this edifying? Call all y'all about Shalom to the left.